Hello, hello, everyone. What is up? I'm liking that. Who do we got in the stream chat today? We got, shout out Stan Iacovelli, he's one of our lifetime members. Pancreax, Ex Mortis, Krell, what is up? Fergberg, and Orlando, Undead, Jimbo Slice, what is up, man? Yeah, Jimbo, haven't seen you here. There's a lot to play here that I don't think you've tried. Clover Shroom and Pyro, Outrunners, Rave Runner, Tracy, hello, hello. Trekbone and Case Money, Black Atlas, Will, and Atari Forever, hello. And absolutely, and Bowlmaster checking in with us. Gunstar and Good Gamer. The one and only Fat Chris. No, Fat Chris! Cracker Jack is here. I saw him. He's right there. Prestige, Player WM86. What is up? King is here as well. The Real Hammer, Billy Lee. Hello, hello. A packed stream. Obi-Wan's, thank you for being here. Everybody's here. Jambi. Hello. Sorry for the slightly late start, but you've grown accustomed to that, right? We get rolling when we're rolling. YTZ, thank you for joining us. Tommy Boy. It has been, things are not slowing down here at all. It has been last week seems like it was 15 minutes long. Weekend happened, and that was a blink of an eye. And lo and behold, it is Monday again. Insane weekend here. Spark, happy Monday to you. Exciting times, lots to cover today. Creeping up ever closer. Game 1000, it's right around the corner. Hope you're making plans to be out here. With us for that monumentous event. Dave and Todd, what is up, man? Love seeing all the guesses for what Game 1000 is going to be. I thought I had it. I should have known better. Now I know of. It's that hint of, I hope this isn't going to be a problem. Should there be concern that that's not all locked down, that Game 1000 is not sitting around somewhere? Mere weeks away. Game 994 hitting the floor today. Plenty of time. We'll get to it. At that halfway mark of July, that's... Where did it go? Are you ready? everybody, this is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. Today is Monday, July 15, 2024, and we are here with yet another Monday mystery game. This time game number 994. We'll be going on the arcade floor. Absolutely insane that we are this close to 1,000 unique arcade games. You know, I hear all the things. People are talking. You should hit up Guinness. You should hit up Guinness. And I think maybe at 1,000, maybe that'll be the time to do it. We'll see. We'll see. I have mixed feelings about that. Is if they're going to track it, that's what they do, right? We got to reach out to them. They haven't heard. We're the largest in the world. I'm going to say of all time because, come on now, let's be... Nobody has put this many unique, rare games in an arcade. Maybe someplace with 10 Donkey Kongs or 15 Ms. Pac-Mans or whatever, but 1,000 unique games, not happening, not happening. Last week, it was a double surprise. Game number 992 was none other than Gun Nail, released from NMK back in 1992. Top drawer shmup there. And then game number 993 was none other than Fire Barrel, released in 1993. Game number 993, released in 1993. Pretty cool. Released from IREM. Both outrageously rare.
King
No, Gun Nail
level 2.
is absurdly sought after in the shmups board collecting community. And you know,
picking up those
surprisingly, I didn't see a lot of scores going on that. And I don't think people really even understand the mechanic of that machine. I was getting an outrageous score. There's a 30x multiplier on the boss if you start the game, lose all your shields, and then just clear the stage. So anxious to see some people put up some serious scores in that game. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. And I know we have so many amazing shmups players here. And I can tell that from our Arcade Wars Game of the Month, which is none other than Blazing Star. Now I'm all anxious. I know we've got Gamer of the Year coming up, so everybody's probably looking to prove themselves and show off what they got. So I see, man, already just looking, I can see Underground Retrocade with a great score, 7.1 million. That's awesome. And what's the Arcade got? Well, they got 1.6 million. That's really good. We've got, wait, where are we? Yikes. So maybe there's no Gamer of the Year this year. We can't even qualify in Arcade Wars. Come on now. Just two people, King and Jose, slugging away at that score. Somebody better step in. Or we were known as the Shmups arcade in the world. Some of the best players here at the Galloping Ghost Arcade. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Still early, only halfway through that month. The big proving ground coming up, that's going to be at T20. A lot of people anxious for that. Our annual tournament in 20 games. Going to make this one extra outrageous, I think. Not saying we're going to be... last year, we did 20 new games. And previous years, our max was 14. I think one year we did 1 or 2 new games. We had a few new games. So it's a lot going on with the anniversary. So looking for an amazing T20. We know a lot of people have already pre-registered. So here's the link to register. Come out starting August 9th, 10th, and 11th. T20 tournament. Also on August 11th, they're going to be airing the episode of Collector's Call that happened right here, kind of evaluating some of the rarest of the rare on the arcade floor. Lisa Welchel from The Facts of Life doing the hosting of that show. So gonna be a pretty cool episode, and looking forward to that. James Zespy from Logan Arcade. It's gonna be on MeTV. Zespy was here for it as well. We'll see how that turns out. I haven't seen it, so I have to wait till it airs. That'll happen on the 11th. Then on the 12th, Game 1000 is dropping right here. 1,000 games. Insane, absolutely insane. What will it be? I know players are flying in from all over the world to come check it out. We've got, I was talking with Billy Mitchell. I think maybe, I'm not for sure. Billy Mitchell, Walter Day, maybe they'll be here. Who knows who will show up? We've got so many players coming in, people asking for hints. Nobody knows. I don't know what we're doing for it, but we'll see. Then on August 13th, it is the 14-year anniversary of the Galloping Ghost Arcade. Where we will also be crowning our Gamer of the Year. Maybe. If there's, we'll see if we even, we'll see. We got to see some players stepping up. We've had 14 years of amazing accomplishments here. It's been a pretty light year. Plenty of time still, though. We'll see what happens. So come on out August 9th, 10th, 11th, and the 12th, and the 13th. And you'll be in store for an amazing, amazing time for those days. So looking forward to that. Thank you, everybody that's already said that they're coming out. Looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. We got Aaron Austin's stopping out this week, so looking forward to catching up with him, and former Galloping Ghost Productions member Tom Stone coming out, and Jason Brown was just here. So awesome getting to sync up with everybody. This weekend was absolutely insane. G-Fest was a tremendous success. We were able to go out to the Hyatt Regency Hotel, hang out there. We brought some games. Galloping Ghost Kaiju Kobo was there in full force. Not full force, but we were there. Got to hang out with our good friends Barsum and Mancow. We unveiled our 7-foot-tall giant robot that we've been working on for the longest time. Huge thanks to Jake Rebel over at Monsters Rage, our sculptor at Galloping Ghost Kaiju Kobo. He did all the sculpt work on this. Brandon down at Galloping Ghost Productions did a lot of the printing. Look at how huge that is. Jim over at Reproductions for printing out that backdrop. Ken Coy and Ryan from Coy Concepts working on that paint job and finishing details. Very awesome, very awesome. Great talking with so many of the people over there. Sold out of our Johnny Sacco kits that we had. Showed off our Godzilla -1 30-inch model kit, as well as the upcoming 1-meter tall one. Craig was there from Year of the Phoenix Productions, working on the Ghost Lord and the Quest for a Dark Presence, getting some more footage, and filmed us presenting Ryota, who played Baragon in Godzilla GMK, presenting her with her new Baragon model kit that's coming out. So, amazing weekend. Huge thanks to Marcellus and Leslie and Greg and everybody that we talked to. Hung out a little bit with John Tobias over there, one of the legends of Mortal Kombat, creator of Mortal Kombat. Absolutely awesome. Always good seeing him. And thanks to everybody that worked it. Josh was there, David was there. Of course, Waffles, Shady, Phil, and Brandon for getting everything loaded up. Absolutely amazing time. We'll be back next year. Very much thanks to everybody at G-Fest for having us out. A lot of fun, a lot of fun. While we were away here, always stuff going on, including a lot of scores going on. And speaking of scores, why don't we summon forth the greatest Mortal Kombat 9 smoke player of all time, Mr. GGA Tommy Waffles. Talk about those scores. We've been seeing so much MK9 action down at the offices. GGA Jeremiah, so good at character balancing. His like, you know what? Maybe I'll go peek over at that MK9 data and maybe clean that up a little bit, which is absolutely insane. Dutch doing some amazing work and seeing a lot of great matches. But more on that in a bit. Tom, how are the scores?
Hello. Testing. There we go. How's the mic over there? No, I think we're good. We got a couple scores to discuss. Pretty insane weekend. As Doc had mentioned, G-Fest going on. We had a couple out-of-town guests. Let me go ahead and pull up my little sheet right. We will start off with Game of the Year. Coming at you with a score in Savage Quests. I think I
love that game.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool game. Very, very unique. The fire was reignited for Andrew in getting that game. Is this good? Spotty? We'll get another mic. I expect some a little fight from Brian on that game. I think he had the world record before that, new yearly member. Next up, we've got King Cam Blackman, otherwise known as Brandon Travis, coming at you guys with a couple scores. Actually, in both of the Monday Mysteries from last week, that is Gunnail and Fire Barrel. Actually, that Gunnail score I don't believe is necessarily 100% up to date. He did get a new score. You can check it live on orcade.com. You will be seeing that next week as long as it stays safe and no one kind of goes after it. So very, very good stuff to King Cam right there. Two awesome shmups. Beautiful stream last week. Got that double direct capture. Next up, we've got Gerard LaCour coming in last night, taking back his initial D world record. That is a time attack on Akina Day Downhill. Very, very good stuff from Gerard. He came in another time, like this score I think is 2 seconds faster than the previous world record. And you know how it is with racing games, seconds off is like a pretty big deal. So I think the gentleman before him is going to have quite a lot of work cut out for him. We've got Tony DeRose, lifetime member here at the arcade, kind of upping up that High Seas Havoc score. Tony is a specialist in kind of researching the unknown. You know, crazy cop player, now a High Seas Havoc player. Very, very good stuff from Tony. Not a 1cc yet, but I'm sure he's getting close. Very, very good game. And let me make sure before we go on to the last but not least, I believe we have one more gentleman up here. Goes by the name of John Liming. John came out this weekend. Whenever John's out here, whenever he's on his way, he always gives us a list of games he's going to be tackling, and it's pretty much guaranteed he's going to knock them down. We got world records in First Funky Fighter, Judge Dredd, the shooter, Jurassic Park, The Lost World, another shooter, and there's one more on here. Charlie Ninja, T20 game from last year. Very, very good stuff to John. I think he was also going for a Haunted Castle run, but wasn't able to get that 3-hour-plus long run on Saturday. He was brave enough to kind of attempt to score during our busiest hours. It was like 2 o'clock p.m. But no, he wasn't able to grab at that time. I'm sure he'll go home and practice, and maybe we'll see a little something for T20 because word on the street is he will be around. And that's going to be it.
All right. How was the weekend?
I didn't even see you install that new mic. It was really busy, really crazy. Yeah, Chief Fest was cool. It was my first time working it, and we were pretty popular.
What's so?
Yeah, I mean, just constant action on all the games. We brought a few of the. I'll show them on stream. Actually, I didn't show our actual setup of all the games we had. Are all those games that are Godzilla Redemption games in the Godzilla Wars family?
Yeah, there's 4 games in the Godzilla Wars family released from Namco starting in '93. So there's Godzilla Wars Jr., Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, and then a Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla game, and then the full Godzilla Wars game, which was, I think, one of the big entire show. That was insane.
Everyone was obsessed with it. We'll have picks for you guys as soon as we get the unveiling done here, but really, really sick setup. Pretty much the only time you'll be able to play those games are when we're at cons like that. Like, I know that game, the big boy, was only, the big guy was only available at G-Fest this year and last year. Was that its debut?
That is the only time it has been out. We haven't taken it to any other shows.
Yeah.
It'll be down at the Galloping Ghost Kaiju Kobo building sooner or later.
Sooner.
So you're a huge Godzilla fan. You want to see him, you can hit us up when you're coming in. But
yeah, definitely a good reason to come out and see us at these shows. C2E2, we brought a couple of the little guys with us, so pretty fun, unique games.
Rumors are only ones in the U.S.
For
right. Several of those.
Even more of a reason. That's awesome. But yeah, crazy weekend. Shoutouts to thank you, David and Josh, for manning the stations on Saturday and Sunday. That was a huge, huge help. And yeah, it's pretty much it.
I forgot. Not only did we have Mancow's 7-foot-tall giant robot, but he also brought out his early '70s kiddie ride of Ultraman, which also a big hit. So very cool that he had us bring those out and let people see them and enjoy them.
Of that as well. I got them on my camera roll. I'll get them up and going after we reveal these guys.
Awesome. Number 994. Creeping up. We going right into it?
Let's do it.
All right.
I will do need a little patience from the stream chat to set up the cameras and stuff. Thank you.
All right. Game number 900. How's this tarp? Feeling good? I think it feels good. Right off. Right off. Game number 994 is none other than a double. 93. Castle of Dragons released from Seta back in 1989, but here in the U.S. from Romstar, that officially is 994, and 995 is Knuckle Bash, released from Toplin, and here in the U.S. by Atari back in 1993. Knuckle Bash, so both these games are ones that, honestly, I had not played and was... visually, they're both really cool, both unique. We hadn't done a beat 'em up in quite a while, so wanted to have a beat 'em up. The characters in Knuckle Bash, just crazy and over the top. You're playing to stop a corrupt wrestling organization. That's why you have such eccentric characters and such short shorts. some crazy, crazy special moves that maybe some people will find. And this was one Duke Dang had been asking for the longest of time.
Testing. Here, guys.
The fact that you can, you start with 3 characters to choose from, and then as you beat bosses, you can play as some of those bosses. Castle of Dragon, great side-scrolling hack and slash game. That anime style intro always stood out to me. I never saw this in the arcade back in the day. Kind of has artwork similar to El Viento on the Sega Genesis. Waffles getting set up. With this double jumping up to game 995, puts us only a few weeks out from game 1000. All right, our own luchador himself should be playing Knuckle Bash, I think. Jose, you up for playing some Knuckle Bash?
Sure.
Have you played it before?
No, I haven't.
All right, well, let's see how you do. Anxious to see who you choose. Norbert stepping up to Castle of Dragon. We'll see how he does. Castle of Dragon in a conversion cabinet. But it has all the artwork, control panel art. Castle Dragon, you're able to move up and down in the screen. Jose choosing the luchador. Watch the camera. Oh. These things happen. Hold on, everybody. We're kind of resetting here. A little bit of a reset. Hope everybody enjoyed that trip with that camera. Live on stream. Roll. It's like being in the R360 a little bit. Jose taking on those bellhops. Lighting them on fire and then throwing them pretty over the top from Toplin. This was Toplin's final game. They were supposed to do an answer to Street Fighter 2. And they're like, Knuckle Bash? And they were like, no. But it did come out. Jose just picking that guy up. Flying drop kick. Jose not having any of it. Oh, big suplex. Power bomb. Norbert getting those speed up boots. That's a good sword he's got. Full armor. You can make these mages, you can make short work of them if you have that lightning sword, as Norbert does, clearing the stage. Those speed shoes, those boots, really help. Some great obstacles throughout the stage. Jose getting 54,900 on his first playthrough. Pretty good. What'd you think?
Pretty good beat 'em up from Total Plan. Sadly, to say that it is their last game that was never released.
It was. You be back on it?
I'm not sure.
All right, fair enough. Who's stepping up next? What is on? Have you played Knuckle Bash?
I have not, and I must say, as a tourist from Alabama who just got back from G-Fest, this is a veritable video game paradise.
Love hearing that, man. Love hearing that. What'd you think of G-Fest?
It was spectacular, and now I can kill two birds with one stone. I've always wanted, one, go to G-Fest, and two, go to the largest arcade in the world. And the more I heard about this, I'm like, oh, thank you all so much. Now I just got to work on going to Japan and going to Tahiti one of these days.
One of these days. One of these days. But double bucket list crossed off. Awesome having you here. Thank you so much for coming out. And great that you like G-Fest. Let's see how you do on Knuckle Bash.
I went pretty far on the kaiju game where you go around shooting lasers and breathing fire. What was the name of that one again? Yeah, like that horn-tailed monster, and you go around breathing fire and shooting lasers at tanks.
Daikaiju no Gaikushuyu.
Yeah, that's right.
That was that one. Good luck. Norbert oh, good jump. Oh, followed by a very bad jump right into the spikes. Norbert, what'd you think? Castle of Dragon. 262,430 on his opening playthrough. I know we had a lot of people over the years asking for Knuckle Bash. Watching the intro on Castle of Dragon, you can see there's a pretty good amount of weapons. The mace and chain, throwing axes, flaming sword, shock sword. That's the big one. Going with the Elvis lookalike. Taking on the bellhops. Slide kick. Using that guy as an electric guitar.
Testing.
Clearing house. Taking that bellhop outside and showing him what it's like.
I'm gonna go to Castle of Dragons. No introduction for me, because I'm just right up into it. Help me.
King starting up Castle of Dragon. Those speed up shoes, a big part. Those really can make some parts easier to clear for sure. So, is he going to get the mace? Is he sticking? That's about the best weapon in the game, is that shock blast sword switches over to the longer range full screen fire projectile sword. Pretty good. Doesn't hit as hard as the shock sword. But back to the shock sword. Oh, King getting
Guys aren't playing any games, man.
charged with his back turned.
It's time. Get that time now, get that hourglass. There we go.
This one, we're going to have to be pretty strict on. At this one, Castle Dragon, we were considering T20, but very much too open to padding, so it made it not a good candidate for T20.
Oh, it's Max. Oh, it's Max. Helmet back.
Stephen Lucas, thank you so much, man, for that T20 post. Thank you, everybody that's been tagging us and stuff and helping get the word out. There is a shield button on King of Dragon. You've got jump and shield and attack. It does make you duck, but you do bring your shield up. King takes one out.
Let me get that other one.
He's got to go up to get that other one. Kept getting hit. Trading blows with that mage.
42.
Didn't.
47.
So King saying it's a hard game.
Very hard game. I definitely would love to play it one more. I got to come up one more time for Knuckle Bash, though, but it's still pretty fun, though. Here, I'll be back up there in just a second. I'll come up there in a moment. But yeah, no, definitely, I'll definitely replay a Castle Dragon another time. Just like how I played those shmups over the weekend on Friday. I definitely figured out Gundale. Gundale is very great, very good game. I will definitely work on it.
Very cool, very cool. Who's stepping up to Castle of Dragon? This one popped up local not too long ago. It's a conversion in a Pango cabinet. Not one you see too often. It was one that debated about picking up the board several times. Jose, you stepping up to Castle of Dragon. See how he does. Here's those pictures from G-Fest. That's Godzilla Wars Jr., Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, and the Super Mecha Godzilla Redemption game. There's the 7-foot-tall giant robot next to that Ultraman kiddie ride. Those are man cows. Then there's the full Godzilla Wars game. Only one known in the U.S. People were playing this non-stop. So awesome to have this machine. Our friend Yoshi helping us get several of these. We are up to game number 995, Castle of Dragon. 994, Knuckle Bash, 995. What'd you think?
Pretty damn fun. I got to try all three of them, and yeah, got to get familiar with the lore. I don't know who that is, but it looks like Blanca, kind of, or Blanca's cousin.
I would agree. I would agree. Thanks so much for stepping up, man. Very awesome.
Castle of Dragon.
Awesome, man. As soon as he's done, you're next. King is stepping up to Knuckle Bash, released from Toplin back in 1993, put out here in the U.S. by Atari. Jose turn around at the last second, take that bat out. What'd you think?
Kind of slow moving.
It is. So there's speed up shoes that you can get. And once you get those, you really start moving. The more of them you get, the faster and faster you move. So those speed shoes are imperative in navigating some of the scenes a lot easier.
I didn't notice that.
We back on it?
Maybe.
Cool, man. Cool, man. You're stepping over from Knuckle Bash over to Castle of Dragon.
Let's give it a try.
The Dubs Club, what is up, man? Thank you so much. Absolutely been amazing. Just not enough time in the day. G-Fest T20. Filmings. Dark Presence work. Arcade work. TFO coming up in Japan. The rework of Arcade. With the big rainfall this weekend, we got some building work to do on top of it. Absolutely crazy. So Norbert saying Evo is this weekend. We have nobody out there. So that's all right. Looking forward to seeing some good matches if Evo is this weekend. Fat Chris. I assume he's coming in for the anniversary. Looking forward to having you back. Whenever that is. I bet you'll like Knuckle Bash.
Out of 6. I wonder if it's like Mario, where it's not just the levels, but it's also the worlds. Oh boy. Alright, one more time. One more time.
What's that?
He's pretty fast with them blue boxing gloves. I should have not turned my back on him, but I'll definitely play this again very soon as well.
Very cool, man. 75,300 points on Knuckle Bash for King. Norbert stepping up to Knuckle Bash.
All right, let's try this one more time now that I got the flow going.
I know the first question you asked is, have I played this? Yes.
What's that?
I actually have played this.
Very cool. Do you have a favorite character? I wasn't going to ask if you played it, but...
I have played this on main.
Well, then you haven't played it in the arcade.
Not, but I've never seen this in person.
Very, very rare. Some might say outrageously rare. I love the mid-scene punching game that happens where it basically is counting how many button presses you can do in a certain amount of time. Norbert going with the luchador. Is that big bird back piece tattoo. Oh, pointed toe kick from the doorman. This opening's supposed to take place in Chicago. Apparently at Hotel Rats. Would you stay at a place called Hotel Rats? Can see it etched on the window there. Norbert trying to get out of tipping these doormen. Breaking that fountain statue for no reason. They're going to put that on your room charges, Norbert. You know that, right? If you're staying in this hotel, they don't want you doing that. People seem a lot less frantic in this room than at the entrance. I love the artwork of when the character gets hit, it bigulates. Man, this is so cool. This guy runs in, sets a bomb. Instead of just having him go through the window, the dynamite blows him through the glass. Norbert with the infinite. Almost. He drops it. Not the master of the infinite like Tommy Waffles or Pete Hahn. Is he going after? Uh-oh. That iron claw made famous by Baron von Raschke. Takes him down. You can kind of see where they were probably making a plethora of characters. Here, this is a button press thing. If you've ever been here and see the button count box that we have here, I think it is just the one single red button. If you're a master of plinking like Tommy Waffles, you should be able to break 100.
Okay. Number 4 on the scoreboard.
Number 4 on the scoreboard at Castle of Dragon. Pretty good.
Yeah, totally. Try to beat NAF when you see them.
NAF?
Yeah, NAF, and like Liu Kang said on stage 2, watch for the pattern and pick your moment.
Very nice, very nice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. So Toplin was told to make, this team was told to make something that could compete against Street Fighter 2. And they were like, why don't we make a beat 'em up instead? So I think these boss characters were probably going to be these. If there was a one-on-one fighting game, I think these characters were going to be who you would play as, and then like the random scuba man and the bellhops, possibly just kind of afterthought characters once they were landing on. It's a beat 'em up. Norbert's ship has come in. Where's he going? Uh-oh. A bunch of Lumbos. Can Norbert take on 4 Lumbos at once? Oh. Those were Lumbo Juniors. A crate. With a Blanca-esque monster in it. Maybe a little bit of creep show Fluffy thrown into the mix in that character design. Maybe. Norbert putting up 205,000. Pretty good. King. The axe is definitely a tough weapon for these mages to go against. He's at the right distance. Uh-oh. He's got to reposition. Hard to see with those foreground blocks in place. King going up. He's got him in red, but that mage doing his damage. Stepping up. Jose stepping back up to Knuckle Bash. We are at game number 984 or 994 with Castle of Dragon, released from Seta in 1989, put out here in the U.S. By Romstar as a kit. And then game number 995 is none other than Knuckle Bash, released from Toplin. Their last game in the arcade came out in 1993, put out here by Atari. Creepshow is an amazing movie. Probably one of the most seen movies I've ever watched. Rave Runner. There was a third one. It is almost unwatchable in my opinion. 1 and 2. 2 not as good as 1, I would say, for Creepshow. Both good. 1 I thought was amazing. So many practical effects. Jose putting the boots. This punk. Mr. Pratt was the guy in the last segment of Creepshow who had to deal with all those cockroaches. Jose with 56,000. On that, we're going to wrap things up. We hope everybody enjoyed Gamer 994 with Castle of Dragon, released from Seta back in 1989. And then Knuckle Bash, released from Toplin back in 1993. 996 next week, getting close. Game 1000 right around the corner. We're going to send everybody over to L-Rock. He's just about to start. He's, I believe, going to be playing Punisher, so stick with him. It's going to be a good stream. El Rock, always good stuff. Tell him we say hello. Tell him what you've seen here. Until next time, thanks, everybody. This is Doc Mac from the Galloping Ghost Arcade. We hope to see you around the arcade soon. Thanks a lot, everybody. Stupendous Man, Figment, Kenny, Prestige, Orlando, Hater Shack, Real Hammer Billy Lee, A-Train, Fire Rodan, Fahad. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We will see you soon. See you, everybody.